Um, just looking back at the Huddersfield game briefly, for 70 minutes it looked like it was going to be quite a comfortable result, and then it sort of turned. What do you make of the game as a whole? Can you take some comfort out of the resilience at the end to hold on to the result and to see it through, even though Huddersfield did make that bit of a comeback?
Yeah, I think we took a lot of positives out of it. Obviously, we started well. Like you said, we played for 70 minutes. The last 10 we clocked off a bit, and quality side like Huddersfield, they hurt you. We've seen that in the last few weeks, and you see it again against us. So we're lucky enough that the resilience was there, like you said, and the boys held off and got the job done.
It was another game where you had to do a period with a player off the field, through sin bins, and that's been a bit of a recurring theme over the season to this point. Is that something of concern, the way it keeps happening, or is it just something that, with the rule change and stuff, you've got to deal with, and you've got to back yourselves to be able to cope with them short periods at 12 men?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. I think we got told the rules early before season started, so we had to adjust our training and how we needed to coach the boys, and we took every rule change that come with the season that was prepared, well, we were preparing for, and I think our boys did well in that respect. But like you said, a few yellow cards, a few penalties that I think players themselves can take out of the game. That's across the whole league. I think I think there's too much complaining. And I say to our boys all the time, I think we talk about how soft the game's getting, but when you're running and you're complaining, you're making the game soft for ourselves. So I think we just need if there's a bit that we can control, I think is that. If you get like little cheap shots, little high shots that slip off a shoulder and hit you in the chin, it didn't hurt you, so you don't need to cry about it. And then we go off when it happens against us, then obviously they're going to call the same penalty or give us the same card. So you can't take one without the other. So I think that's across the board. I think everyone needs to learn off that.
And speaking to you before we know the squad for Friday, have you come through that with any injury concerns? Is there anyone been ruled out, or how's it looking on the back of the Huddersfield game?
Yeah, we got a few busted up bodies. We'll give that till tomorrow. We'll give those boys a chance to see if they're fighting ready to go for tomorrow's game. But everyone else seems alright. We've got a few bodies coming back too. So bit of a selection headache this week. So we'll see how we go.
Sort of headache that you want as a coaching staff, isn't it, when you've got the players coming back?
Yeah, it's a good headache. Obviously, when boys are playing well, and we've got boys coming back, it's when it's hard to pick a team, it's only good.
Speaking of boys who are playing well, obviously Nene McDonald was the standout at Huddersfield with his tries and his assists. How important is it to the team where you play to have both Nene and Tim, those style of players who can strike from anywhere, they can create for the teammates, and especially Nene with his offloads at the minute seems to be causing teams real problems?
Yeah, Nene's going all right. He's not doing too bad. Nah, but like you said, we've got two strike centers in the league, and fair play to them. They've been on. They've been probably our two best at the minute. I'll say that with confidence, having obviously the two classiest centers in the comp. Yeah, it's only good for us.
Is that something you can take some credit for as a coach, having played that position yourself? Is it your influence on them more than Paul or Kurt or any of the other coaching staff?
Yeah, just do what I don't do, pretty much.
Excellent. And then just looking ahead at Leigh, the contest that it'll be, what sort of do you make of them? They perhaps haven't had the results, but it's a game that is fiercely contested, and you sort of know what to expect from them.
Yeah, every game's a big game, and even without it being rival round, everyone knows it's a rival game for us. No doubt they'll be thinking about it too, thinking the same thing. They'll be preparing the way that they do, probably a bit different because it's Salford, same as us because it's Leigh. So no, it's a big game. Obviously, the points being that it is on the table at the moment, this might be a bit of a break leading up to a week off next week. So there's a lot of teams that are fighting to stay in the top 6, and we're obviously one of those teams. So we'll be focused this week.
Excellent. Thanks, Krisnan. All the best.
Cheers. Thank you.
Rob.
All right, Krisnan, you okay?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. Big win against Huddersfield. Obviously, one of our main rivals. Do you think it was like a psychological boost going forward?
Yeah, definitely. I think the games that we've had previous to Huddersfield, London, Warrington, and then into Huddersfield, I think it was they've all been stepping stones in preparation leading up to this game as well. So we're only building and getting finding our feet. I feel like we've still got a lot to learn. Like I say to everyone, no one's perfect, so we've always got something to learn and work on our craft. There's things we can be a lot better at.
Yeah, we were under pressure in the last 10 minutes. Obviously, we're going to come across that going towards the end of the season and hopefully in the playoffs. What did you learn from that last 10 minutes about your team?
Like everyone else, it's not rocket science. It's an 80-minute game, so it's one of those games you can't clock off, especially against a team that can score points at will, and the form that they've been in, the way that their players have been playing. You can't give them an inch because they'll score from anywhere, like we've seen.
Yeah, you played 20 minutes with 12 men. You must be pleased with your defensive effort after that.
Yeah, I think some teams play better with 12 sometimes, and I feel like that was one of those moments for us that we needed a step up and obviously turn up for each other and do all the little things right. Big communication, especially having man down a few times. So yeah.
Yeah, 2 tries from Nenny McDonald, 1 for Ethan Ryan, working well together. Obviously, must be happy and excited what's to come for them.
Yeah, definitely. They've been working hard. Obviously, 2 new players joining a new system, playing against each other, with each other, sorry, for the first time. As the week goes and training sessions go along, they're building their combo and finding what works best for them and how they work good for each other. So we're seeing a bit of joy. They're seeing a bit of joy with working with each other, and yeah, you can't complain when they're turning up like that on the weekend.
Yeah, Mark Sneed signed a new contract extension last week. How important is he for the team that we kept him?
He's been massive. He's a big influence with his actions. He's a man of quite a few words. He leads by action, like I said, and for him to sign a 2-year new deal, it's only good. Anyone that obviously knows Sneedy, he knows what he brings on the field, and his smarts, his composure, and his IQ of the game. He's going to be good for us.
Yeah, Paul Rowley loves talking about us being the underdog in matches. We're joint top of the Super League at the moment. Nobody's talking about us being contenders. Is that the perfect situation for us to be in?
Yeah, it is what it is. People see us for what they see, and we're happy with it. We really don't care. We don't take too much of the outside noise, like we say. Yeah, it's funny to say joint first when there's 6 teams. It's I don't think I've ever seen that in any league in my life. So it's pretty crazy where we're sitting, and with a few more wins down the road, who knows where we could be sitting. It could be if we lose, we could be sitting down the other end at the same time.
Obviously, crucial part of the season, isn't it? If you've got 6 teams all on the same points, not everyone can win every week, can they? So we need to keep picking them wins up to keep us in the right half of the table.
Yeah, definitely. We're nearly at the halfway point, so every win matters. Obviously, you always want to win every game. So the ones that matter are games like this, especially, like I said, leading into a week off. I think everyone will be emptying the tank for this game.
Yeah, final one from me. Leigh on Friday, big derby game, exciting. Hopefully we can continue the momentum and win another game.
Yeah, it'll be good. It's always obviously a spectacle when you go over there now. It's one of those games you see on the calendar, and you know you're going to turn up into who knows whatever Derek's set up for that game. So no, we're ready to go and turn up and play our best footy.
Brilliant. Thanks for talking to us, and good luck.